Bo Nickal was recently revealed, supposedly in a podcast episode, that the UFC 14 main event is going to be a rematch with Illia Topuria and Alexander Volkanovski. And my opinion is, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Here's the thing. Before I talk any further about this, I just want to bring up the fact that Bo Nickal is a notorious liar. He's one of those people that lies a lot. Like, I remember him saying he was taking down like 2 championship level wrestlers at the same time. Yeah, this guy is like one of those pathological liars. This guy lies a lot, so I would take it with a grain of salt. But I feel like this lines up with Illia Topuria's how do you say, type of schedule. He's not really the type of guy that fights often, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually what's gonna happen. But I'm not really feeling that fight, man. Like, Illia Topuria versus Alexander Volkanovski again. Like, it should have been the Lopes fight. Didn't Lopes actually become the backup for what was it? I think it was the backup for Holloway and Topuria. I might have been wrong, but Lopes, I think, deserves this fight. Why are we? I know that they just announced the fight with Lopes versus what's that guy's name? Nair Rodriguez. Sorry, I'm not a casual. Just give me a second to remember their names. But come on, this fight doesn't make sense. I'm not feeling it. Like, Lopes should have got the fight. And it should have been Volkanovski fighting a contender again. Like, imagine him fighting a Evloev. Imagine him fighting Aljamain Sterling. Like, just build up your legacy. Because right now, I still think Volkanovski is good enough to win and beat off these contenders. Like, I don't think he's completely washed. We saw in the first fight with Illia Topuria, right? We saw in the first fight that it was a competitive first round. And he was I think I actually even gave the first round to Volkanovski, if I remember correctly. Like, he was doing some jabs, he was doing this and that. Because Volk, at the end of the day, is a really good point fighter. Volk is not the type of guy that's going to KO you. Like, he still has some energy to it, but he's not really the type of guy that's going to, KO, punch you. Like, he's not going to put you out like a Topuria. I remember that, yeah, he did almost put out, Islam in the 5th round, but it doesn't mean he's got KO power. Like, I would say he hits hard, harder than your average featherweight, but he doesn't hit hard to warrant knockouts, He's the type of guy where he's going to put a beat down on you, and he's more of a point, decision fighter. But here's the thing. From what I saw in that fight, I don't think Alexander can beat him. I think Illia Topuria is like a nightmare matchup for Alexander Volkanovski. I think in order to beat Volkanovski, in order to beat Illia Topuria if you're Volkanovski, you have to be perfect. You literally have to be perfect. You can't sit with this guy. You can't strike with this guy. This guy only has to land one punch to put you out in your lights. This guy hits so damn hard that he cracked Max Holloway with a left hook and he just knocked them out like that. Max Holloway has never been properly dropped before. He got dropped by a Gaethje. For some odd reason, the UFC doesn't count it as a drop because the UFC scoring system is dog shit. It's like when they never even recorded that Kamaru Usman got taken down by Colby Covington, despite the fact that he did got taken down by Covington, and they never counted it. And the only time that people said that the UFC says that Usman got taken down was by Leon Edwards in the rematch, but we all know that was a lie. I mean, I don't know why UFC keeps fabricating lies or whatever, saying, oh, that didn't count or this and that, but we saw Gaethje drop Holloway, right? And he got dropped, but it wasn't even as a proper drop as it was with Topuria. Topuria's got that precision and he's got that power, man. I think Topuria might be the hardest hitting featherweight ever. I think he might hit harder than 145 McGregor, actually. Because McGregor, he's got power, but it's more like a sniper type of power, like precision and power at the same time. Topuria has both. He's got raw power with also precision, but it's kind of heavy knockout power. I feel like McGregor can't really just hit you with a jab and stun you. But I feel like when Ilya lets his hands go, any kind of punch is just going to have a lot of pop to it. And that's the thing. Topuria he's a little bit hittable. He's not one of those guys that has ultra defense type of boxing, but his striking is just so good and his power is so great that he can afford to be hit. He's not like a Sean Strickland where it's so hard to hit him because he's got an awkward style. But I just think that Topuria has a really good style when it comes to striking. And, he can afford to be hit so he can land some of those punches, and his combinations are just so good. I just don't see a way that Alexander Volkanovski can beat Topuria. You have to be perfect for 25 rounds and grapple him, and even then, grappling him is not going to be that easy because Topuria actually has decent wrestling. He came out originally from a BJJ background. He didn't come out with a striking background. He learned striking later on. So he grew up wrestling. He grew up doing stuff with grappling. So striking, he picked it up later on. Like a lot of people say, oh, this guy's a striker, this guy's a that. No, man, he grew up grappling. He grew up doing BJJ. I'm pretty sure he grew up picking up wrestling too later on. I don't know what he did first, wrestling or BJJ. Probably a combination of those two. But I don't want to see it. I'm not excited for it. I just think Alexander Volkanovski is going to get knocked out again. Like, sure, he's probably going to do better. It might last 2 rounds or 3 rounds, but I just think he's going to get knocked out again. And especially when you count the 35 and over curse, now that Volkanovski is around 35, 36, I think he's 35 or 36. Yeah, it's impossible for him to win now. I don't think he's going to beat that curse. And I think if I was Volkanovski, I probably just, if I lose this, I just probably like fight a couple contenders, have a couple fights, and call it a career. But I don't think he's going to be good enough. I don't think Volkanovski can beat Topuria. He has to put on a perfect performance, and it's just, no, it's not exciting. I don't want to see it. And a lot of people say, oh, he's the featherweight GOAT, give him the chance. Yeah, but like, lost to Islam, lost to Topuria. Like, can we see the division move on? We got a bunch of people that need to fight at 145. That can fight for a title shot. We got Mobzar Evloev. We got Diego Lopes. We could have had Aljamain Sterling even fight him. Like, there's tons of people that are exciting to fight at 145 right now. Oh, maybe like an Arnold Allen eventually down the line. There's tons of people that Illia Topuria can defend against the 145 belt. And Volkanovski is holding up the division. We should have saw him fight Lopes. Topuria, we should have saw him fight Lopes originally, but we're getting Volkanovski in supposedly in April 14. If Bo Nichols says, if what he says is true, which I'm taking it with a grain of salt because I know that guy is a fucking pathological liar. A freaking bot. I'm a Bo Nickel hater, man, in case you guys couldn't tell. But, yeah, I'm not excited for it. And I guess we'll see. I just think it's going to be Topuria by KO in, like, round 3. Volk is going to do a little bit better, but he's going to lose again, in my opinion. And, yeah, I'm not really excited for it. But that's it for this one. Just want to make a quick little video about it. Keep it under 8-7 minutes. And just talk about real quick. Oh, and I wanted to give thanks for reaching 20 subscribers, now up to 22. It was only a couple days ago that I had 10 subscribers, so it's pretty cool to see that you guys are enjoying my videos. I really appreciate it when you guys subscribe, like, and comment the video, because I'm just a random guy doing this for fun, and I appreciate any interaction or any, like, I can't even find the word to say. I guess I just want to say thank you, guys. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.